Oh shit, my DOTA crashed. Hold on. Now we're casting some NA DOTA. Today, it's gonna be best of ones. NA qualifier has just started. Hopefully, we get to see some good games. We see what NA DOTA has to offer. I was gonna cast C and NA, but it's just not. That's not good for your sleep schedule. No way. So I'm just gonna be casting NA, and then maybe I might stream a little bit of C, just a little bit. Just a little bit, but I can't be casting both. So I chose NA over C. Right now it's gonna be Baidu's versus versus Just a Squad, and after that, well, not after that. I believe it's happening soon. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to cast this whole Baidu game, but we're gonna check in on it real quick while we're waiting for Optic versus VGJ. I will be casting that as the primary game for today. But I mean, the Baidu's. Realistically, do these teams have a chance of qualifying? Probably not. Realistically, does Just a Squad stand a chance of beating Baidu's? Probably not. But you know, you gotta have the yearly Chinese stack in the regional qualifiers. This is an NA tradition. You had the Drinking Boys, the Void Boys. Now we got the Baidu's. Just a Squad, I think they're probably the weakest team in this regional qualifier. In fact, my qualifier team almost beat them. Well, not almost, but I mean, we went even with them. We didn't get completely destroyed. It was a 2-0, but you know, there was a chance of winning if we played better. Baidu's get Ember for, believe Baidu King. No, Baidu Kings are offlaner. What's the guy's name? The mid guy plays it. He's Chinese characters right now. I forgot what other name he went by. BTY is gonna get the last pick given to him. They banned his Luna out as well as Slark. It's like the two heroes he spams in pubs, mainly Luna. What it can actually go here? PL is a potential pick, but they don't have overall last pick, and I don't think PL is that insane against Lifestealer. I think Troll Warlord might be another option. Now they do decide to ban the PL here. PL is actually really great against all these heroes. I mean, Lifestealer can itemize around him with a Radiance, but you know what happens if he gets pressured in lane or something and doesn't get his Radiance. Now looking at Baidu's draft here, they have a Naga Jakiro. Hold on, my sound might be low, right? So I'm gonna change.
10 seconds to go.
Should be better for you guys. Let's turn the music.
5 seconds.
I guess. There should be like 65%. That should be good. Alright. So, Monkey King's actually the last ban for Baidu's. Interesting. I was suspecting potential Monkey King mid pick. It makes sense. Monkey King does just straight up destroy Ember, but I don't think Monkey King would have been the best pick here, but because they had a chance to like counter the monkey, right? Maybe even just move Ember to safe lane, but they decide that, I mean, that's not what they want to do.
10 seconds to
go.
go.
They want Ember to go mid and Ember to go mid for sure. So it's just gonna ban the lane counter, and they do have the second to last pick here. They mentioned the Troll, actually pretty solid. Slark would have been a pretty epic pick, but unfortunately that's banned out. What else here? Like it? No, like it. It's not definitely not in the pool. They're thinking Troll right now, but it's not even the greatest Troll game either. They have a lot of single target lockdown. It's always annoying to play Troll against heroes like Bane and stuff like that. Because you really rely on your BKB to, you know, dominate team fights, and you just suddenly just get Fiend's gripped. But they do have a lot of cancels. So, okay, they're gonna go with the Faceless Void instead, which is fine, but they don't really have anything to directly synergize with the Chrono. Like, they got Macrofire, which is nice and all, and they can drop the Rock afterwards, but this Void will have to get farmed. Do they have that much to contest him? I think. Oh, it's gonna be annoying to him for him to lane against a Wind Ranger, Mirana probably, or maybe even just Wind Ranger. And the last pick they're off lane here. The Mirana could even go mid. Just the squad has a bunch of options, but with the way Baidu plays, I think this Faceless Void should just get free farm. Like the only way for them to win on the side of JS is to shut down this Void. If he gets out of control, I mean, this game is super difficult for them because he can pretty much kill any of these heroes in Chrono, and it's a natural counter to Lifestealer because you can just counter initiate any Nake's bomb. But anything like that was a playstyle they're going to go for. I don't think they're going to pick some type of vehicle for Lifestealer here last. I believe the Mirana is going to be a core. Wind Ranger is going to be a support. Okay,
well, it's something.
They
Time to
me
pick
wrong
some
there.
of these
So
folks.
it's going to be mid Wind Ranger, which is not good. Because if she gets Chrono, she dies. If she doesn't have Wind Run. It's just simple as that. Simple as that. It's going to be Evident off lane, Mirana mid for Sketch. And the last pick a Dark Willow, which isn't even a good hero. It's kind of good against Void in a sense. If he doesn't have BKB, you could always counter initiate with the what is it called? Terrorize. But other than that, now they're really lacking reliable lockdown. If you look at their team, they don't have any reliable lockdowns.
10 seconds to go.
CG Ember. Oh wait,
5 seconds.
I thought this was a mid player. Do they have a stand-in? I think. Yeah, CG's a stand-in. Okay. I felt like they had a different mid. Or am I just crazy? Did he play with them the whole time? There's a lot of Baidus, by the way. It's kind of confusing. There's more than just these 5. There's like other people tagged as Baidu as well. It's like a Chinese high MMR, Chinese, American Chinese Association of high MMR players. Alright, are we actually going to be able to cast any of this game though? I'm going to check if the Optic game's up. I'm going to hop into that as soon as it's up. It's not up yet, so we're going to watch this for a bit. Enjoy my commentary over this game. So I'm pretty familiar with a lot of these players, as you see.
Looks like we lost one.
They're actually sending the Void to the offlane to gain his Lifestealer because they don't want to deal with this Mirana combo. Which is fine. I think this combo is pretty strong against Justice Squad's lineup because in laning stage they don't have true kill potential. Like they have the, Nightmare into Arrow meme, but for the most part their laning really requires them just like harassing you down. And, Void as well as Warlock is great against that. You can see BTY, he just buys a casual Ring of Protection just for maximum
30
armor
seconds to go.
at level 1, so he can just sustain, and he doesn't need to buy extra regen because he can rely on the Warlock Shadow Word as well as be able to time walk it off potentially. Now they have this Naga Jakiro. It's going to be Jakiro offlane. Played by
And
Baidu
they're
King.
off.
Block the small camp here, and they haven't showed their lanes. Keep that in mind. They haven't showed their lanes at all. They even gave up this bottom grid. But Void showed last minute pretty much top and was able to secure top run here. So they still end up trading 2 for 2 on the banner runs. Now this lane is not too great at all against Warlock Void. Lifestealer completely just gets outlaned by Void, and then secondly, Dark Willow doesn't do much as a hero. Like her Ras is kind of annoying. She has low PAT, but she doesn't hit that hard. And they have Warlock, who's the master of just out sustaining, out harassing. He's just gonna heal himself here. just look at that. It's really pretty decently hard and has really good range. On bottom lane, I don't know how this lane's gonna go. Jakiro, level liquid fire, level 1. What? Oh, they're getting destroyed here. At least for this first lane. Oh, Naga with the 1 deny. I mean, they should lose this bottom lane, in theory, on the side of Baidu's. And mid is going to be a Wind Ranger favorite matchup. Sketch here. But Ember can hold his own. The thing is, he's just low armor, and their harass from Wind Ranger will really put him low. But he shouldn't die unless he messes up. Runs out of regen or something like that. Baidu's get the pull off here, which is pretty big. The thing about getting this pull off is usually it is not that big of a deal, because you usually don't get the full deny off unless you stack the camp first, which I've been doing a lot more. Because you get the pull off here, it pretty much just pulls the wave back so your carry feels safer. You farm over here instead of like over here.
What's with all the scribbling?
And maybe you like deny 1 creep here.
No.
And all the experience, advantages add up. You want to maximize your experience, because like hitting that level 3 mark earlier could be the difference between getting a kill or just like maybe dominating 1 wave. So people don't look about or think about is just like what does like getting a slight level advantage over your opponents actually allow you to do, and also pushes the wave back because it doubles up the creep wave here. And allows you to play aggressive, as you see here. Now, you see just a squad isn't able to even play this lane right now, or aggressive in this lane at all, because there's just too many creeps, and they're just stuck, last hitting on their tower, which, they're fine with. Oh, this Void, like, he's, like, in the clear aggressive position right now, at least for the moment. Bottom lane, Jakiro is actually last hitting a lot better than I expected. And his damage is good, his animation is just pretty bad. But with the Naga, he's like tanking harass for him, bodying the lane. It's a bit strange playing this lane as a melee. She's getting the denies as well. He has 4 denies, gets the net onto Evident, and they shoot him with the fire. Oh, whoa. He's taking a lot of damage there. Well, forced to use the magic stick. He didn't want to cut it too close. Oh no! He just salved too early! His salve got cancelled and the arrow comes through. But what was that? And Versatile gets pushed back. It was a disaster for just squad in this bottom lane, honestly. Now the wave is pushing in super hard. Evident is low health, doesn't have a salve, or didn't get his salve off, so he's gonna get pressured by Jakiro, taking more damage. He's gonna fear for his life. Naga going for the stack here as well. Maybe stack and pull, I doubt it. Misses the camp here as well, only hits the small creep. And then Baidu's get the pull off top again, which I didn't mention before. It's not the biggest deal, but in this lane where their objective is not to kill the Lifestealer, it's just to farm. And this is perfect. Like, Lifestealer is like forced to go off to the side here. He might get some extra last hits, but now he has a big creep wave that he has to go deal with. And the Warlock's even just denying him here. Look at this. This is so annoying to lane like this. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, okay. Not too close. Mid lane we have Ember with the DD rune. Oh, misses the Searing Chains there. He's gonna man up against Sketch. Bottom lane to actually get the kill there onto Baidu King with the rotation from Chives. They want more here on orange. The arrow does connect. It should be a kill. They have the Shadow Realm, but he had a big stick. And he lives. Baidu TP's in, gets slept immediately. They place a ward behind the tower. Not the best positioning, because it's a little bit blocked by these trees. And Warlock is going to rotate over towards mid to ward. My mic volume is low. Hold on, let me check something. It's at max. I don't know why it's low. Hold on, let me check. Volume mixer. why it's low. Hold on. Is it using the right mic? Are you sure it's low? Either way. Let me check the stream here. I have some technical difficulties. This is not the real game yet. We're just chilling. The Optic game hasn't started yet. This is just the preliminary game. We're just chilling. The Optic game hasn't started yet. Alright. Is it that low? The Optic game hasn't started yet. Is it that low? I feel like it isn't. I don't know. Everything's on max. There's no upping the volume, so. Either way. This is a preliminary game. It doesn't really matter much, because what are the chances of either of these teams qualifying for TI? I don't exactly know. Maybe the sound, my background noise is too loud? So I'm gonna turn that down. So my mic is on max. I cannot turn it anyway up. Alright, what is the network looking like? This Void should be owning. He is. It's a master Void. Sketch is actually doing pretty well mid, but the Ember is not doing that poorly either. Like Sketch is like free farm mid pretty much. He's like dominating. Has a javelin already, and he can pretty much kill anyone in the mid lane if they show up with a focus fire. If they don't have a stun. Mine is like Void, I guess. So Ember, well, he can't really kill Ember, but he can like pressure him super hard. In the bottom lane, we're gonna get the sleep into arrow here as Evident goes in, finishes him off with the Starfall. Baidu King might be in trouble here as well. He has one more leap, but now he's all out of leaps. Versatile manning up here, wants to get the Nightmare set up again, but with the TP coming in from CG, needs to be very careful. He gets a sleep off, and Searing Chains will cancel his TP. CG gets the rotation with the haste rune, but he will only get a kill onto his support. Top there is open wounds onto BTY, but he is just gonna man up. He doesn't care. He still has Chronosphere and forces the infest from Scrooge McDuck. Middle lane, they dive here on the Warlock. Now she's rotating over for BTY, but again, he still has the Chrono. He's not gonna use it. She got the wind run off. That's what I was talking about. I mean, put a Warlock mid, and at some point he's gonna die at the Wind Ranger. But Evident, it's not farming too poorly in the off lane. This is pretty dominating performance actually. Again, Yukiro really is not able to do much. He's not that strong of a laner against this type of lane combo. It's kind of scary for him. Like he's really good in like 1v1 matchups. Oh, okay, Chronosphere committed for this Dark Willow. Alright, that's hate here. This is Chinese Dota. I mean, it's just 5 heroes. This is 5 heroes. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 4 heroes. This is 5th hero. Dead. Oh. Got the mirror image off. Orange. He's gonna live it. Once again with the big stick. NA math. 4 actually is 5. They get the runes here top. Is he gonna get it? Alright, he's not gonna go for it. That's too risky. They're gonna get both runes here. They have Sketch shrining up. He wants to defend this top tower. And they have Lifestealer, but he doesn't really do much. I mean, realistically, he does nothing.
You know the drill.
The game's actually fairly even. They have a ward placed here, so they saw the Wind Ranger for a second there. Travis is a little forward, but he has the tome on the courier. Warlock as well, I believe, has a tome on the way, so they're gonna have the Warlock all for this. There's gonna be an infest once again just to clear the wave. They get the Curse Crown there onto BTY, but he jumps back. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Evident pressuring the tower, but Baidu's want to come in to defend. No Coronas here, so they aren't gonna be able to kill him, but He will force the TP rotations. They do have the net, but I don't think that's enough. While in the mid lane, Ember with a dive here onto Versatile will secure the kill there. Now he's on a killing spree, but Sketch, oh no! He messed up a little bit there. Triggers the Nightmare. And now he has the focus fire there onto CG, but they're going to drop the rock onto him. CG bottling up. He wants to try to turn this, but Evident comes in with the snipe. Gets the kill there onto CG, ending his killing spree. And overall, Evident's playing well. But this Void and this Ember, they've gotten a lot. And I don't know how much pressure just a squad can actually put. You give this Ember, you give this Void too much farm, and I feel like they can just take over the game. Like, I feel like the pressure all game is going to be on just a squad. Like if the game ever reaches a point where Baidu's can just chill, like that's their happy place pretty much. And that's pretty much their play style. Like, they just pick these like late game drafts and they just want to beat you by out farming you and just out carrying in the late game. And that's why they banned the Luna. You might think, oh, you know, let's Shakira off lane. How well do they actually scale? And they scale fairly well. Like they have really good wave clear with the Ember because they don't have any catch for him until like a Hex or something. They really have to rely on like Wind Ranger shackling him to actually reliably lock him down, or like a Fiend's Grip. But he can really itemize around it. Like once he gets Linken's, he's like pretty much unkillable. I leave Baidu King here just to lane against Scourge Wake up for now, but they're looking to group up again here. They get the net onto Versatile. The Fiend's Grip is used there onto CG. The arrow comes out. Orange will tank it. Now they get the 3-man Terrorize. Evidence going in. He wants some kills. They already get the kill there onto CG with Sketch showing up. And now this song will come out, but Orange is going to fall as well. And this is the pressure that just a squad needs. The faces Void and the Void, not the Void, the Lifestealer faces Void and the Void, lol. But they're gonna be doing their own thing pretty much. Wow, this is the game's gonna be pretty much a 4v4. Void's gonna show up occasionally for that Chrono Sphere kill, but for the most part, he's just gonna buy this Battle Fury and farm up. He wants to get farmed, and he'll probably look for like solo kills with Chrono, but I don't see him like Chrono in team fights too often. They're gonna get the catch here onto Scourge, McDuck. He will rage off the net. Sleep use onto CG, and it's going to get removed by Naga Illusion. But Void's looking for the cutoff here. He's a little bit slow. Versatile is going to scout out. Places a ward here. Lifestealer is going to TP to the mid lane while bottom tower does fall. They're looking to kill onto Baidu King. They get the Shackle shot. This is a kill for sure. And I'm not sure what this Shakiro can actually do in this game. This is a shitty ass Shakiro game for him right now. As I mentioned, like, he's not good in that type of lane matchup, and his job this game is pretty much to be in the shitty lane and stall the push. And we'll expect him to die a lot more in this game. There's the Optic game up. It is up. I'm going to wait a little bit and then we're going to hop into it. Because this game's even right now, but I'm pretty sure everyone would much rather watch Optic. Am I correct? Optic Gaming. What is this? Why is his Maelstrom not complete? I don't know. What's the point of having Javelin over Maelstrom? Oh, because he's buying BKB. What the? Interesting, interesting. Oh, we have a fight breakout here, and there's Shakiro dying again. Ember getting slipped up. They actually have a lot of control for him. They don't have pick off for him, so it's gonna be like pretty difficult for him to actually team fight, and that's when he's gonna die. But if he just wants to split push, it's very hard to catch him out. So you literally need to like already be set up in the lane, and then be ready with like a Fiend's Grip or like a Shackle shot from Fog or something like that. But even then, he can dodge the Shackle if he sees it coming. Or like Terrorize from Fog or something like that, but even then, you can also dodge that. Like, literally, they're only reliable catches if like Bane's Hall gets a sleep off, and then they set up with that, or he just Fiend's Grip. The same thing well, with the Void, right? But of course, Void's a little bit easier to catch because he has to leap away, and they have the chase. They just don't have the chase for Ember being able to Remnant just out completely. Yeah, I expect Ember to just continuously shove in this lane while Jakiro just continuously feeds bottom to defend this lane. And he's surviving for quite a while now. Pops the hood, and now Ember comes in, but Evidence survives with the raindrop. Lifestealer infests the creep. CG gonna get stunned up, but they do finish off the kill there onto Evident. Scourge McDuck gonna hop out of the creep. He does have the Sacred Relic. He should be fine here, but he doesn't actually have a TP. He's in a lot of trouble. Void is gonna TP in now. They want this Lifestealer kill. They're gonna slow down his Radiance. Now, where is he to go? They're gonna jump up here to get the Chrono, but a really well placed Bramble Maze, but they drop the rock now onto 2. They're gonna make this full on team fight. Wind Ranger comes in, gets a Shackle Shot there onto the poor Warlock, and he's gonna go down. Shadow Realm will get Chives out. He finds himself a Haste Rune as well. Now they're gonna jump forward for the Wind Ranger, but the Bashes, as well as the Searing Chains, he's gonna fall. And now we have, I mean, that was the first full on team fight, I guess, of the game. Bane wasn't even there, by the way. He was just pushing top. And that's pretty good there for Baidu's. I feel like you didn't get a gold advantage off that, though. Like, it wasn't necessarily worth it. I don't think that was the best thing, but it's nice slowing down the Radiance even more. Like, Lifestealer doesn't want to die there. Wind Ranger doesn't want to die there. And she did buy out, so I guess she doesn't mind as much as the Lifestealer. But they get kills onto all 3 cores. And if you look at the cores build here, like, they clearly want to put a lot of pressure with these BKBs. They have triple BKB or double BKB and Rage. But again, playing against Chrono, I don't know if that's the best build. That's gonna definitely help them survive the Ember and everything else. But if this Void gets farmed, I mean, their builds are pretty much useless, and especially later on when, you know, buying BKBs this early, if they don't end the game, their BKBs get low, they're just gonna be food for the Baidus. Alright, we might hop into the Optic game now. Alright, I think the draft is a bit underway. We're gonna hop into the Optic game now. See how our boys are doing here. It's Optic versus VGJ Storm. I'm personally rooting for VGJ Storm. I don't know about you guys, but you know, the draft is actually almost complete. So we hopped into it now. Just looking at the bans here. Naga, Chen, Io. Nothing too crazy there. VGJ, they ban out 33. Haha. And Broodmother as well, huh? Look at this. They just don't want to get cancered.
10 seconds to go.
Makes sense when you second pick a Drow Ranger.
5 seconds.
By the way, they second pick a Drow Ranger. What is... I mean, it's a best of 1. And you try to cheese this win a little bit with a Drow strat. I don't know about that. It's Optic. They just picked up the Clockwork Shadow Fiend. So I don't know how much Drower is going to help out when the Shadow Fiend's starting with 10 free souls. We'll find out. And they got the Warlock Bloodseeker. That lane's like unbeatable. Unless you just pick super high kill threat, which I don't know what they could pick at this point with the Drow strat. I don't think they pick Mirana. Well, I mean, all Optic need is just jump. They need a jump hero. Something like Axe or Legion.
Dyer's ban.
I picked Queen, so Wind Ranger support, I'm assuming. Witch Doctor support, Drow, of course. Maybe the carry. Second to last picking their mid. Keeping it ambiguous, like this Wind Ranger in theory can go off lane. But at the end of the day, Optic will have the overall last pick here.
10 seconds.
They did ban out the Storm and the TA combos with the Drow. So they're probably the strongest mid heroes to go with Drow right now. You know, Queen is not too distant third, but I just don't think Queen is that good of a hero. I'm going to heavily favor Optic's draft here. Unless VGJ Storm is... they have to play this game pretty much flawlessly.
Radiance ban.
I don't know how much they can do. It's pretty difficult. I recently played against Resolution, or played with Resolution's Drow. He's a pretty solid Drow player, but I think we just like got wiped in one team fight and got straight throned because no one had buyback. But that's how it feels like when you're playing a Drow strat. I feel like you
10
just die
seconds to
once and
go.
your game just sucks. They banned the
5 seconds.
Beastmaster on the side of Optic here. I think VGJ they need a frontliner here. There's no way they're getting away with 5 ranged against Optic's draft here. There's no way. I think ban the Brewmaster on the side of VGJ, but I think the Optic's definitely gonna pick Legion or Axe. Just solid against all these
10
ranged
seconds
heroes.
to go.
Super squishy. Like they'll straight up die to an Axe call if he spins.
5 seconds.
What is it gonna be
Dyer's pick.
for VGJ Storm? Whoa, whoa. Okay, so it is Wind Ranger. And as a Tusk is preparing for a Legion or Axe pick. Actually, I like this. It's not bad. It gives them kind of a frontliner, kind of, not really. But the biggest thing here is the snowball save.
10 seconds
Like,
to go.
against Clock, against maybe a Rupture, it can stall for a little bit.
5 seconds.
But most importantly, like this last pick for Optic, like, again, I think it's going to be Legion or something like that. Some hard disable that just can pick off heroes. It's like, what else? What else would they pick here? And you also got to look at the laning stage. It's not that easy of a lane. Drow Witch Doctor. Huh. I mean, what is it going to be? They're thinking about it for a while. I mean, the difference between an Axe and Legion is kind of minimal. I think Axe is a little bit better. It just feels so strong against like these Drow Ranger, Wind Ranger heroes. Like at any point, like you feel like they get called and they're just dead. I mean, they do have the save now from Tusk, and I mean, in theory, the Queen can build a Yule, so there's gonna be another save. But it just doesn't feel good, man. Like playing against that, and then you also gotta keep in mind there's like Fatal Bonds and Warlock ult to deal with. And okay, Optic's just gonna get greedy. What? Now, I don't know about this because I don't know how good of a lane 33 is gonna have. It's not easy to lane against this. Like they have so much kill potential with Witch Doctor Drow, and Underlord just doesn't do it. Like Axe can lose the lane and he still can have impact. Like he can lose the lane, and as long as he gets a blink at some point, he can still have impact. Now Underlord, he needs to get a lot of farm and needs to keep up that farm, because otherwise he's just going to get dumpstered in team fights. He's just not going to be able to do anything, and they can just pick him off. But we'll see it. We'll see how he does in lane here. Maybe they'll even pick the Warlock to go with him, and then just have the Clock roam around. So I don't think Clock Underlord wants to match up against this, especially if like MSS is like rotating in, which he might, because looking at VGJ Storm's game plan here, like all you need to do is shut down this Underlord. Bloodseeker isn't a big deal. Like he's really squishy in this game. Playing against all these heroes, he's super squishy. So like, he doesn't even care that Bloodseeker gets free farm. Like the problem when playing against Bloodseeker is if they get initiated on, or they like take a fight and then Bloodseeker shows up, like that's a big problem for them. That's like a big no-no. But like if it's like they're all set up and they're like going onto someone, like this Bloodseeker is not a threat because he shows up, he's just gonna die too. So, and now like their only initiation is this Clock, which they have Blink on Queen of Pain. This Drow is gonna build a Hurricane Pike 100%. So I don't know about this. At 33, we'll see how he does on this Underlord. Some questionable last pick in my opinion.
30 seconds to go.
Oh, what do I know? So, 4-man smoke here. Get the block off onto the small camp. Oh, are they actually gonna like because the Wind Meteor is setting a bottom, and I think they're gonna aggro try. But the Underlord's also going to safe. But either way, like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, whether this lane goes against Underlord or Bloodseeker, neither of them really wants
And away we go.
that. And I think that Optic read the aggro try, and they much rather Underlord get destroyed other than they blood. Actually, would they rather that though? Would they? I don't think they would. I think they actually planned to lane against the Drow here. Because again, Drow level 1, and what does she do? Right? And if they force them to try, then the Drow's timing is just slowed. But now, what's going to happen here is they have this dual lane top against Underlord, which I think this is the ideal matchup. They want to be against Underlord just alone. They want to be against Underlord alone or Underlord plus Clock. Sick last hit there from Rezo. Mid's going to be a 2v2. I haven't seen this in a long time, but this is like old flashback with the old meta here. Oh, bottom lane. Actually going to rotate the Witch Doctor down here. Let Drow 1v1 Underlord? What? Alright. There's no way this is right? Is this right? How is this right? Optic is gonna free farm. This Underlord. Okay, mid lane they lose Zai. Rest in peace, Zai. That's actually huge. Queen got that as well. And actually it's double nulls. And CC&C, even with all these souls, gonna be hitting for comparable damage here. Top lane, we have Tusk, Bute top, as well as Zai. They drop the ward on the same exact spot pretty much. The Underlord's owning right now. He's 8 denies. 8 denies. This is why this is not right. Like, they need to have kill threat on this guy. Otherwise, he's just gonna do this. Zai, he's just here as a form of protection now. That the Witch Doctor is bottom. Like, what is Witch Doctor doing in this lane? He's not doing anything. Because I guess the problem is, if they don't have someone else down here, this Bloodseeker is also just going to destroy this lane. But I feel like this is the opposite of what they want. Like, they at least want to win one lane, now they're losing 2. And the Queen, guaranteed she's not doing that well mid. I don't know how many denies CC&C actually has, because all of his cog denies. But, no, I gotta think he has quite a few, and he gets double Razor onto Yawar. Ooh, he's taking quite low here. Down to 16 health. But now he has a salve. Yawar has a salve as well. 33, still crushing it with the denies. He's gonna get that one as well. I mean, the reason why I said this wasn't a good Underlord game is because I thought they could just kill him. And in that case, he's useless. But if he's gonna deny, and it's like too late now at this point. It's like too late, which is the thing. Because I feel like Tusk should have just been top and just kill this guy and allow Drow to have like 2 waves. He needs 2 waves on him. Now this is too late. Drow's already too far behind. He's level 4, and I believe VGJ Storm just played themselves. Because now at this point they're gearing up to lose all 3 lanes, and Drow is just gonna rotate out. I mean, of course they can still win with the Drow lineup. You know, don't count out the Drow lineup. But this Underlord is just gonna be a major problem now. So I mean, I question PPD, but like, what is this gonna do? Like, he actually doesn't care. They shards him and he just turns around. Now you have a useless Tusk hero as well. He doesn't do anything. We have Pycat even up here. They just want the Underlord to follow the Drow around. He doesn't want to go bottom right up yet. But he'll go now. I'm not sure what he was looking for here. Maybe he wanted to farm a camp, or I don't know what he was doing. He just, I don't know why he didn't TP immediately. Either way, SVG getting harassed down by PPD. And 33 coming in. Mid lane, CC&C with the solo kill onto Yawar. Hold on, we got instant replay now. What happened? Alright, he just played himself there. Bottom lane as Underlord. Complete domination in the last hit game. 21-17. PPD gets the side pull off. Things looking just a little bit rough here. Pycat level 3, but look how fast he's moving with everyone so low. Now Zai getting the catch here onto MSS. He's in a lot of trouble here. Pycat, oh no, dodges the power shot as well, but a good attempt there of a shard's block. Oh, Snaking! Snaking God! Body block, the wind runs slow. MSS survives. Power shot hits onto Zai, and he survived there, but Pycat just salves up. Alright, solid effort, resolution. Not having a fun time in terms of experience, but like his last hits aren't that bad. It's just this doesn't feel good when Underlord is denying like 2 creeps per wave. Snaking, his CS isn't that great either because he's playing against a Bloodseeker. And is this just the meta for Optic? There's gonna pick lane domination in terms of last hits. I got Bloodseeker, Underlord, and Shadow Fiend. And we're looking at VGJ Storm's game plan here, and of course they have this Drow strat they drafted around. But you look how these teams compare in the late game. This Underlord at the start, what is happening again? I don't know what's going on there, guys. I apologize for that, but there should be no reason for this. Why is CCNC getting solo kills? This is this just went from bad to worse real quick here, and PPD's smoked up. I don't know what for. Right? Maybe it's a ward. And just wants to play some aggressive wards. I mean, this Drow doesn't have a game. 7 minutes in, she's not level 5 yet. Like, if this was a pub right now, your ward would be like, GG, go next. GG, go next. My Drow is level 4. What is going on? Why is Underlord so farmed? Right? That's what happens if it's a pub. You know, Snaking is gonna play on. He's like, you know, he's realistically the true carry of VGJ, right? So maybe Snaking can carry this game. Who knows? And I don't want to flame here, but you know, Snaking with the Drought aura. He's the only one on his team that hasn't got dumpstered in lane. And you know, gotta believe in the Snake. Baby Yaya Snaking. Hopefully he can do this, as they're gonna attempt for the kill here. This is what I wanted to see a lot earlier. Like, these 3 heroes should just go together and just kill people. The problem with that was, okay, like, for example, let's go back. Let's go to the start of the game. Let's say the Tusk didn't go mid randomly. Well, not randomly, but, you know, that was like, the other plan was, you know, to secure the Queen's first few waves, right? And then we're just gonna have Drow survive against Underlord. Drow doesn't survive against Underlord. They're going to attempt for another kill on the CCNC. They might actually get him this time, but he's still alive. Oh, okay, MSS does fall, but with a DD rune, with the Sonic Wave, this time they will get the kill there onto CCNC. And I mean, you look at the gold graph, you know, regardless how awful it looks, with the Queen getting kind of dominated in last hits and getting solo killed twice. And it wasn't even just a straight solo kill, it was 2v1 and CCNC killed him twice. Underestimating the damage output from raises. Because again, SF hasn't been in the meta for a while, right? People are not used to SF anymore.
Not gonna happen.
They don't respect his damage. You know what happens. But if you look at the gold graph, VGJ Storm actually have a slight advantage. Drow Ranger is coming back, but she's just hit level 6. And it's still a Drow strat. Snaking still very much take this game. under his hands. Underlord hasn't got out of control yet. He's still killable, as they do have a lot of damage output. Now, they're gonna try to get the kill here on Desire. They will get him. Yawara's here as well. Tries to go in, but 33 is way too deep now. And you look top. KaiCat is not having the best time here against this Wind Ranger, actually, because he actually isn't able to do much against her. Like, Wind Ranger is like pretty solid against Bloodseeker. Like, normally, like, harassing heroes like this aren't that great against the Bloodseeker, but Wind Ranger does a lot of damage in harass, and he has burst as well with the power shot. You know, can't count that out. And that's why KaiCat, he is kind of suffering a little bit in CS. And you just look at the denies that Snaking has. So I talked about the Underlord's denies, but now Underlord's dead. And you know, wasn't the cleanest start from VGJ, but you know, they're doing what they need to do now. The Drow does go down, but she finished off the kill. But we have a Bloodseeker moving at 1,000 miles per hour, and KaiCat just comes in with a double kill. And that was the risk. That's the risk. It's a lot riskier early on, because Bloodseeker is not going to be having his passive maxed out. But now that is the risk of going on this Underlord, because he does quite a bit of damage while dying, in the process of dying. And then Bloodseeker has the potential of just TPing in and just killing everyone and massacring their whole team, which you saw there. And I believe the Wind Ranger, while all that was happening, got a solo kill onto PBD. Yeah.
Top tower. You know the drill.
So Snaking's doing his thing here. They're going to do a bunch of tower damage here as well with the catapult. They even popped the precision aura, so this tower should fall.
Fit for a queen.
Actually, even though Drow ended up dying there, it's not that bad, because Drow is not the carry of this game, right? And the fact that Resolution only died once so far is pretty solid. But true carry here is the Snake boy, Snake King, the King of Snays, and the Queen. Drow is there just to hit buildings. You know, do some additional damage, give everyone damage. Okay. Fatal Bond's there, gonna get the kill there, but the nice shard snipe will get the kill, but oh, whoa, the Wind Ranger died to the Fatal Bonds as well. And they will blink in here on the Queen of Pain, finishing off the SF. And it's 2 for 2. MSS gonna get out, no TP cancel. Resolution survived there as well. Look at the fight recap.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Slightly in the favor there of Optic, but PPD got the kills, and
Regeneration. Mid tower won't last much longer.
doesn't. It's not the best player to give the kills to, as it's probably just gonna get invested in wards. Does he even not have boots? What happened? He has boots, right? He has to have boots. Yeah, okay, he's full tranquils. He's balling. He's balling on a budget. He has full tranquil boots. Oh, that's rare. That's rare from PPD. You know, usually he's just sitting on bound. So with that double kill, he's gonna have the tranquils. And what I had messaged today at 12. Who is this? What time? 21 EST. 21 EST. What time is that? I don't use that timing. Like 6 is like 18. 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna be casting that, I'm pretty sure.
Could use a hand.
So, I guess I'm playing some Zotac Cup later on. Okay. So, back to the game here. So, pretty rough start there for VGJ Storm. Gotta admit, rough start, but they've come back quite well. Most importantly, like, Underlord's farm has been slowed down significantly. Like, at this point, you usually expect him to have Crimson Guard already. Doesn't have it. It's because of this one death. He was forced to, like, you know, join these fights as well. That's not ideal. Underlord just wants to farm and push out lanes, but that's just not really an option for him, because they do have very high kill potential on VGJ Storm with all the damage output on their team. And now at this point, the Queen has made a comeback, and they open up the networks right now. And Drow is actually at the top. You know, I did mention previously, Resolution is a very solid Drow player, and Drow actually farms really fast. if you know what you're doing. She's also very easy to feed, but if you know what you're doing, you can get that farm quite quickly. Because she, gets a lot of extra damage with the marksmanship. She clears camps quite quickly. Crimson Guard going to be complete quite soon here on the Underlord. And with that, he is not unkillable, but he pretty much mitigates most of the damage on the side of VGJ Storm here, minus the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain transition from the top lane down here to the bottom. She does have the Veil completed and on the way, so that gives them the magic damage they need. Okay, I'm rejoining some. Give me a second, guys. Alright, I'll actually do it after this game. Shouldn't be a problem. And the big thing is VGJ Storm is not losing out anywhere. And they're going to go for a smoke here as there's going to be hookshot onto Queen of Pain. She gets rooted up. The Cogs actually doesn't quite push her back and she gets the blink out. They do track her with the rocket, but now the rest of the team is here to wrap around. They do have the rock on PPD. The courier actually gets killed, and that's their Crimson Guard. That is a huge courier snipe there, but of course they don't want to continue to fight into this because it's a bit iffy, and there's a DD onto CCNC, so instead they're going to wrap over towards mid, and they're going to try to get this kill onto Pycat. Can they get him, though? Don't think they want to risk this dive. Gonna push out the wave, let it go. Queen is just going to hold down the bottom lane. They're trying to keep this bottom tower alive for as long as possible. We have Underlord actually relocating everyone top, while in the mid lane, they do go into the Bloodseeker, and bottom goes top, mid dies. Zai is going to get caught out here as well. And that's perfect series of events there for VGJ Storm, honestly. They saw the Zhao go top, they wanted to maybe set up on her, force her out, but they were waiting here mid because they smoked this way. They realized, they probably didn't want to actually commit for that. They just put the ward here. They go mid. They were just waiting. They waited, and they saw the Underlord channel his ultimate, I believe. And as soon as that happened, they just went on the Bloodseeker. It was an easy kill. That's going to slow down Pycat's Radiance. And at this point, of course, VGJ Storm, they can still easily lose this game, but they're set up. They're set up. They're in a position to win it now. Which, at the laning stage, it was rough, but I liked their comeback for sure. They needed what they needed to do. They went into the Underlord's lane. They killed him. It cost them a couple of kills, but during that time, Snaking continued to snowball. Clearly he's at the top of net worth right now. He was getting the solo kills, and he was getting the tower top as well. And getting this tower is a huge deal. Notice, Queen of Pain was able to push this out. They put lane pressure, and they're just buying time. Buying time for the Zhao to get farmed and for them to get their timings up. And now they just need to hit this BKB timing, and they actually can win this game. BKB on this hero, and then BKB on the Queen. Or she's going for Lincoln's. I guess okay. I'd much rather see BKB. Because then at that point they don't have to worry about a lot of this damage. It's like even Shadow Fiend is like a lot of magic damage, right? And like Firestorm, etc. Warlock. She's gonna go for Lincoln's instead, which doesn't really do much to her, other than prevent her from getting ruptured. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I like the Shadow Blade on Rezo, because if he gets caught, he's dead in here. BKB regardless, right? So he just wants better positioning. And he didn't rush Hurricane Pike either, because, again, if he does get hookshot at this point, even if he does Force Staff out of it, he's probably still dead. He just wants the best positioning possible. So he's going to go for the Shadow Blade into the BKB, and Hurricane Pike is going to come later on. Oh, so we get a hook shot. They're going to get one onto SVG, and he's surely dead. Bloodseeker, and there's a lot of space for him. Unless the team's playing S4, as Bloodseeker is farming on his own and just wants to get up to his Sacred Relic at least. Now the Courier does respawn, gonna give off the Crimson Guard to the Underlord, who is building a Yules. It's gonna help him set up. They are lacking catch for sure and stuns. I really like the Eul's build up. This Shadow Fiend isn't going one. I think someone needs a Eul's. They also would really like 4 staffs, but Zai is quite poor. He's extremely poor. How rare is it? You see PPD is more farmed than Zai. And oh, CCNZ with the plays. Channels a Requiem on the rune. Gets a solo kill there. While bottom lane, Zai ends up dying as the rock is dropped. They get the rupture onto MSS. He's in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have the snowball. And they're gonna go on him. I'm not sure what they're hesitating about there.
I'll take that.
It's going to be a 2-for-1 trade there. Cross map. But that solo kill on to Snake King was huge for CCNC, as he's got so much gold off that he pretty much has his BKB now. Resolution. Gonna TP top to push it out here. Get some farm here as well. As we have a Arcane Rune here saved up for the Queen of Pain. And they're gonna look to go for a Roche. With the Warlock ulti down, you see the opportunity here. And notice everyone got in position. And that was planned out. They get the shatter shot here onto Roshan. Focus fire as well. It will get scattered out by the rocket flare. They do have the hook shot, but CCNC is not in position at all. So this Roche will surely go unless they go get the steal. They might be able to get the steal here. Here comes the hook shot. Now the Bloodright is coming in. This is not looking good at Snake King. It's actually gonna die. He was tanking damage from Roshan. And they do lose Snake King there. Now they get the rupture onto Resolution. He's gonna go invis. They do have the detection there. Oh wait, they don't have the detection. That was the Radiance detection. Resolution is just gonna sit here invis the whole time. He's just waiting it out. Mode Chappy. He's gonna lose his whole team, but he survives. And Yawar, with the Arcane Rune, is able to blink back in. He's so slow though. He blinks out before he gets rooted. And now he still has his Arcane Rune. And they're actually going to go and get the snipe there onto PPD. Resolution silences CCNC. Backs out with the Shadow Blade. Underlord gonna bring everyone out. And that was a bloodbath of fight. They get the regen rune as well. He steals it from Yawar. And he's gonna go push top. No detection there for Resolution. He knew he was safe as well, as he was standing right under a sentry. So he just sat there. So waited out the rupture. And CCNC spots out the Witch Doctor with that ward, but he gets dewarded. Resolution. CCNC with the Requiem from Invis play again. The silence comes out, but that's not going to save his life. He dies with the right clicks. Zai coming in as well. Has the hook shot. Connects onto MSS. Point blank. PPD with the slow. Zai will end up going down, but they're going to lose MSS as well as SUG. Yawar gets out there, but CCNC playing so well in this game. I mean, that was 2 solo kills, man. That was a solo kill on the Wind Ranger. Now, pretty much a solo kill on the Drow there as well. Oh, he had teammates backing him up, but meantime, though, Snake King pushing the bottom lane. You can see how important the BKBs are for VGJ Storm. You know, they had BKB. Half these plays wouldn't be possible for Optic. But with that death on Drow, it's going to slow down her BKB. As CCNC is just continuing to scale. And he's building this Hex. I really like his item pickup. These heroes are squishy. And what is it that Optic is lacking? It's not damage. It is catch, disable, lockdown, right? And like notice what 33 is doing. A Eul's for a TP cancel to set up to catch someone. CCNC building a Hex. And with that, if they catch Optic before they get their BKBs off, they'll just straight up dominate team fights. And that is Optic's strength. And then from there, like, they'll just scale into the late game. You know, Bloodseeker will get 6 slotted. He'll get his BKB, and he can just run in there without fear. I mean, if I'm VGJ Stormer now, I am pretty worried about what just happened. They got Roshan, which is nice, but because they all like died in the process of getting Roche, they're not able to accomplish too much with it, because they still need to finish this BKB on Drow. Because even if they get this Aegis, or even with this Aegis, they can't run down a lane, because they'll just die. They'll get initiated on, like, Warlock will drop his ult, and like it's just no go. And even with their BKBs, once this Hex comes out, it's not that's easy to push either, because they can just initiate with the clocks. You know, someone gets hexed, bursted, and then that's also over for Storm. And they really need this blink onto Tusk actually for the save. So if they can save someone and then buy enough time for the BKBs to get off,
For the twin.
that's a game changer. I think that's the reason why they picked this Tusk. CNC farming up, but you know, your war actually isn't that far behind. He had a rough start, you know, getting solo killed twice, but he's come back quite strong in the recent fights. And now he's building into a Maelstrom. He's just gonna go straight up right click Queen of Pain here. We have a little bit of split pushing from NSS as well, and it's actually helping out a lot in terms of progress into his Blink Dagger. We have just Resolution farming, safest place in the map. And notice he actually farmed up pretty quickly there, and he will have his BKB now, but a lot of this first Aegis is gonna run down. And 4 staff gonna be built up by 33. Does Zai have one? Yeah, he almost has one as well. He just needs the recipe. It's actually gonna be relatively difficult for VGJ Storm to find kills now against this Crimson Guard double 4 staff. And actually, he's not going to go for 4 staff. He's going to go for Medallion first, because Zai already pretty much has his. So he's just going to go for a Medallion. Some extra armor, make him tankier. This is a value item. And oh, Highcat gets the Lincoln's break there onto Yawar, but it's Arcane Rune on him. We have CNC just rearing to set up another play here top, but they have supports here actually smoked up. And he doesn't fall for the bait. CNC, disciplined play. He knew something is up here. There's no way that Snake King just walks up here like an idiot, right? Like, why is Snake King up here like an idiot? He just died like this once. Drow died like this once. Why would he be here alone? That is what CNC asked himself, and he was right. If he walked in there, tried for that kill onto the Wind Ranger again, he would have died. Instead, he makes the correct call there, backs out as Pycat is farming his BKB bottom. I mentioned that the Drow Ranger does have her BKB complete now, and she's going to go for the Hurricane Pike as her next item pickup. And Snake King has his BKB, and he's had his BKB as well as going for a Blink Dagger now. When we have smoke coming out from Optic, and they're going in here. Feeling confident, they scan out exactly where VGJ Storm are positioned. They get the boot there onto the bar. Hook shot to follow up. The damage output's too much. CCP pops the BKB a little bit prematurely there. They get the death ward onto Zai. He actually dies there. 1-for-1 trade, but that's the mid player going down. And you can see how much damage output they're actually able to do if they get the jump like that. That is pre-Hex. You add Hex on top of that and no one is surviving. And I can see how this Drow...
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Your out strat is strong, right? That's how they've gotten to this point with a slight advantage against Optic, but... I feel like they needed to have this start a lot earlier on, because Optic just has too many items now, and it becomes increasingly difficult to play this game for VGJ. Whereas Optic, like, this game has to feel relatively chill. Like CNC, he's not in that much pressure, whereas Resolution has to feel like any wrong move and like this could be all over for him. Looking at the net worth advantage now, it's just about 1k in the favor of VGJ Storm, which isn't really relevant at this point, honestly. CNC does have his Hex complete, and they're looking to push top aggressively with it, as Snake King looking to just cut waves, it seems. So we have Drow Ranger in the mid lane, almost level 18. That's a little bit of power spike there, a level 3 ult. We have Zai scouting out, and I mean, Optic are feeling strong. They're just gonna push. They're feeling real strong. Gonna hit the tower. And it does not look like VGJ are interested in contesting at all, but it doesn't look like Optic are willing to commit to this as well, as they're shoving in mid and top hard, and they don't want to give two tier 2s away for free. Instead, they're going to wrap around towards mid. They get the Hex initiation onto the Tusk, but he gets a snowball at the time. It's going to connect onto PPD, and with the silence, they kill him before he can get the rock off. They kill Zai there as well. Now the Rupture onto Resolution, and they come in with the damage out, but they actually take out the Shadow Fiend there. Pycat almost falling as well to the Death Ward, and they get the Drow Ranger, but they lose CCNC. I was talking about the true carries. Queen of Pain, Wind Ranger, did quite a bit of damage there, and with the BKBs, they didn't have to worry about the Blood Right or the Radiance, and they were able to just go in there. Did as much damage as they could, and came on top of that fight, even though it started off with Tusk getting caught out. The big thing there was that PPD was picked off there by Resolution before he can get his ultimate off. And even more importantly, I think the Tusk being able to get his snowball off. Now we have Snake King with a Lincoln Sphere build up for the Bloodseeker and the Hex. Lincoln Sphere is so important. I think I had a game where I played with the Drow lineup, and my Drow didn't have Lincoln, so that's why we lost. Or my Marauder didn't have Lincolns. My Drow, it didn't matter, because Drow's playing in the back anyway, because someone needs to, you know, show. Not necessarily frontline, but they're showing, and they need Lincolns. Otherwise they get Ruptured Hex. Now, they do have a lot of cancels. Wind Ranger there, gonna go down. We have a Death Ward channeling onto Pycat. Buyback comes out from the Underlord. We're gonna lose Pycat. CCNC coming in, taking some damage from the Death Ward. They do get the D-Ward there onto the Sentry. CCNC gets the Spirit Vessel thrown onto him as well. That was the Warlock Golem drop. Buyback came out from 33. They lose Snake King there, but they get Pycat. They force out the Buyback. And I think this is looking pretty solid. And look, Queen of Pain buying the BKB here, and they're looking to go. They know Pycat is down, and if they get a pick off on this Underlord again, make him die back, that would be huge. And they're drawing the line. They want to jump Optic when they least expect it here. Zai sending the Rocket Flare out, and I feel like they're suspecting something. They're definitely suspecting something. But, oh no, they're farming still. But what is their catch though? What is their catch? Is this Tusk? Can you actually catch them though?
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Rock it on.
Doesn't look like it, but they spot that Roshan has spawned. Now Clock also knows this, and they're gonna go for it. A little bit risky as Bloodseeker is respawning. Another Rocket Flare will scout out Roche, but they do have the Solar Crest and Assess there to block the gank. And Zai looking for the hookshot steal, doesn't get it off in time. And they're going to claim the Aegis and Cheese with the Warlock Golem down, with the Bloodseeker dead. And this Aegis and Cheese is huge, especially with their itemization here. Like, they're just building to be as survivable as possible, to be annoying as possible. Now, Lincoln's on the Queen, of course, is a lot better than Lincoln's on Wind Ranger, but it's not bad. Like, at least Snake King can maybe get his Wind Run off and survive for longer. Or BKB, right? He gets his Lincoln's pop, he pops BKB, he pops Wind Run. And maybe even they do rupture him afterwards, they're not going to be able to burst him right away, which is the problem. That's why you go Lincolns. Because if they don't have Lincolns, for example, they get initiated on Hex, and they can just easily just get chain stun with a Warlock Golem or a Hookshot and just die. But with the Lincolns, he sees the Lincolns get popped, he just pops his spells immediately and becomes significantly harder to kill. Like, even if they chain things properly, like they start with the Hookshot and then break his Lincolns, then, you know, Hex, he'll still die, but oh, he gets a shackle. That's a huge shackle onto CCNC, and he's gonna get him. No, no detection. Doesn't matter. CCNC didn't pop the BKB there. He would have lived, my boy. Snake King with the plays. He thought it was out for sure there, but Snake King says nope to that. That's a huge pick off the CCNC now. Hey, it's a buyback. They're playing against a Zhao lineup. There's no way they defend this without him. Even with an Underlord and a Bloodseeker. No way. That's tier 2 falling mid. And they're going to go in. Oh, they don't want to force the buyback, huh? They want to go for runes. Resolution cutting the bottom wave. That's interesting. They have double catapult as well. They're gonna go for a pickoff instead. I guess they don't want to reveal themselves high ground. There's no Lincolns yet on the win. They could have done it with Quap. I guess they know that he has buyback for sure, and they don't want to expose themselves going high ground. Like, what are they gonna do now? Just take the bottom tier 2?
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Okay, that's a really safe play from VGJ Storm there. Instead of going high ground, they're just going to secure 2 tier 2s. Because they could have gone high ground there, but then that doesn't give them this bottom tier 2. So they had the Drow cut the bottom wave instead of just pushing mid. She got more farm off of that. And this overall gave them a bigger advantage, but it doesn't give them a win condition because they didn't force CCNC's buyback. So this pulls them further ahead what they did here, but it doesn't allow them to win the game, if that makes sense.
Regeneration.
Which kind of doesn't make sense, but I'm sure you guys understand what we're trying to say there. Either way, I believe that they're in an okay position. Jaw Ranger actually is buying out. There is a movement here from Optic. And, oh, that's what I was talking about. If they can chain this perfectly, they can't kill it. The problem is she has the Aegis. She's going to come back with a BKB. Staking's coming in. Has his BKB. He's going to hold off for it for now. And he doesn't have to worry too much. Yeah, he's not even going to need to use it. They get the kill there onto Zai. There's the Rupture onto Resolution, but he's just going to man up. They need to burst Underlord down, and they will get him. He does have BKB here, but he's going to hold on to his cheese. Pop it, hold on to his BK for the last second. Now he's going to pop it. Gets a kill there onto the Clockwork. It's a dieback from Zai. CCNC also ended up dying there. He bought back, and now he's in trouble. He might just die back here. Snake King, where's his Shackle? 1 second. He's going to get it. Shackle onto the Shadow Fiend. Doesn't actually hit the tree, but that's a dieback from CCNC. An ultra kill for Resolution. And is this game just over? Highcat does have buyback.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Oh my god. Resolution, such a god on Jaw Ranger. The fact that he's this farm, and he's also enabling his whole team this time. I mean, Snake King is the one making the plays, right? But the fact that Resolution played against these heroes and got this farm, and the big thing was they don't have actual catch, right? Imagine this Underlord was an Axe. Imagine it was a Legion. They could have guaranteed lockdown, guaranteed kill potential onto Resolution, but they went greedy. They picked this Underlord. It allowed them to win the laning stage, but it didn't allow them to win the game. And because it's all because VGJ Storm got those Aegises. Like, if they didn't get the Aegis, they didn't get the cheese, that fight doesn't happen. But the fact that they are taking these fights outside the Roche pit, using their spells, losing heroes, giving VGJ Storm any small inkling of opportunity to go for Roshan. And by the way, Radiant has an easier time going for Roche, because for the most part, they're playing on the top side of the map. It's just easier for them to go into the pit once something happens. And you can see that happened twice in the game where, you know, a fight happened, Optic was just slightly out of position, CCNC was playing the bottom lane, they go for Roche. Same thing happens, a fight happens, no Warlock ultimate, Bloodseeker dead, they smoke, they secure control of the map, they go for Roche. 2 times, and that's all that it takes. You know, Drow Ranger strat, similar to like a Huskar strat in that sense. You give them Roshan twice, and they just get too strong, you lose one fight, and all of a sudden, you lose the game there, and VGJ Storm claimed this best of 1 against Optic. A little bit of an, I don't know if we call it an upset, but I think most people would probably think that Optic is a stronger team considering recent performances VGJ Storm had a good performance, of course, getting first place at a minor and then second place at a major right after that. But since then, no, they weren't looking too hot. They're like losing, but they even lost in the first open qualifier against EG pretty hard. But now, with this drought strat, solid gameplay, and the Tusk was also a major factor in this game. Being able to save, stall, that's all they needed to do. They needed to stall out the fight, survive the burst, and from there, they had the damage output. They had the Wind Ranger. She was doing a ridiculous amount of damage in the game. Of course, it's Wind Ranger Drow, and Snake King standing there at top damage on his team. Top damage in the game there. Snake King carrying the game. And I was emphasizing the Underlord dominating the CS game in the early game laning stage, but you know, you gotta look at Snake King's CS at the same time. He was also dominating the CS there. And managed to comment on that, but if you look at his numbers early on in this game, you know, Pycat was having a very rough time against this Wind Ranger with the Drow buff. And you know, messy early game for VGJ Storm, but they gathered up well, and they had a solid idea of what they needed to do to win the game, and then chalk that up to SVG. You know, the calls were on point. Or Optic, they're feeling a little bit lost, and I think a lot of that had to do with this Underlord pick. He owned them in the laning stage, but it just felt awkward. It just felt awkward. Because, like, I mean, I guess with the LC or an Axe, is not that great either, because they'll always have the Tusk save, but at least it gives them an option, right? Because as soon as they see MSS, like, MSS could never show, and he can't be behind everyone, right? Because someone's going to get picked off at some point. But because they didn't have that, like, how are they going to kill anyone? Zai had a really rough lane, or game. He's 114, and he wasn't able to, like, let's say Zai had a better game here. He had like blade mail, you know, some tanky items. He can go in there and just like be that frontliner, set up for his team, but that just wasn't the case. If he tries to goes in, he just dies immediately. Then Underlord is not going to go in. He just pushes out the lane, and he has his Yules, but he's sitting on brown boots all game, so he's super slow. He's not going to catch up with these heroes that are super fast, like Wind Ranger or the Squap. And then Resolution's positioning was just on point throughout the entire game. The only time he ever like actually got caught out was during team fights. And that one-time talk to the Shadow Fiend. That's it. Either way, BSJ's game just started, so we're gonna hop in to BSJ next and cast some of your boy Banana Slam Jamma. Change my stream title real quick here, guys. Just give me a second. Alright, alright. I don't know how many games I'm going to cast today, guys, but we'll see, we'll see. Where's this game? Alright. Your boy BSJ versus some NA players. We'll see how this goes. I'm on player perspective. I'm just warming up for my cast for TI actual playoffs. Oh, low Karn deleted the boy there. Absolute destruction from the Undying God. That Naga just got popped. That's what happened there. Alright. I'm assuming Jazz lost against Baidu's. Anyone can confirm that? Did Jazz lose to the Baidu's? Chives gets the net. Is he gonna get revenge? Low Karn? Nope. Heals himself, dances away. BSJ with the Aquila build. Pretty solid build. Gives him the extra armor in this lane against the Naga. That's what BSJ would say. Allows him to man up, tank some creeps as well. And push the tower. Smart, so smart. That's 200 IQ from your boy BSJ. Jenkins here. It is nighttime. And he gets the kill. Okay, he's just gonna CS everything. Pull for what? Oh, he doesn't get the creep. GG. Pick this PL. Is this a good PL game? No, it's not a good PL game. That is the answer to that. Is it okay Razor game? Is okay Razor game. What is this? Alright. What are the last BSJ is owning the last hits. And top the net worth. We have the bounty runes claimed here. Leviathan gets 3. It's not bad. Top lane, Jenkins. Playing aggressive against Mr. Scourge McDuck. They're going in. Does have these stick charges. And he's going to get out. Low Karn with the decay there. New Sham. Backing it up. Back it up. Back it up. And in the mid lane, I mean, this Dragonite is having a rough and tumble time here against this Razor. What is this? This stack now? Didn't they use? They didn't use to stack, right? They used to disappear when you used it again. What the heck is this? Well, BSJ is absolute free farm, right? And he's gonna go the Radiance for sure. And he's destroying this Doom, and this is a really good Lifestealer matchup. And in the top lane, SPL is getting run at. They do kill the Tombstone here, and he's getting healed up. He should survive this. Doesn't have the Doppelganger. Oh, they get the 1 decay. He's gonna juke back around with the Spirit Rush, or Phantom Rush. Low Karn is gonna dance away. Nice kill attempt there, but I mean, Scourge McDuck is back at full health. But it's pressure at least. The Razor though, what? He just came in here, stole some damage. Now he's gonna back off. Just back it up. Giving a lot of space to the DK to come back. And looking at DK, his CS isn't actually that bad. I feel like something went wrong here. He's just a little bit behind, but now he's pretty much... I guess if you spam it, it disappears after a while, but if you literally use it on cooldown, apparently you can stack up multiple sprays. And they're gonna get the net here onto New Sham, looking to focus him down. They do kill the Warlock in the back there, but New Sham to fall as well. He gets the stick off at the last second. Decay comes out. Now they're gonna go in here. Chives heals up, but not enough. Silence used onto Scourge McDuck. He will get out just fine. Bottom lane, I believe the Doom got forced back to base. He didn't die. I didn't miss a kill, did I? No. BSJ though, he's manning up against him, but they have Doom. Now BSJ, he's in trouble. Doesn't have rage, even when he comes out. He's gonna live. Infernal Blade wasn't enough to finish him off, and the Doom is wasted. He shrines up there. Doesn't wait for Low Karn. Low Karn's just gonna walk sadly back to base. This is the lowest I've ever seen someone actually. He literally has less than 50 health and mana. BSJ just back to the lane. Now no Doom, no fear. Well, if they had Doom, he would have something to be afraid of, but it's back to the status quo of Lifestealer dominating the heck out of this Doom. Has now New Sham. Maybe a little bit of trouble top. Gets Fatal Bonds popped onto him. Jenkins. It's daytime, so he's slow. He's a slow man. Sammy Boy. He's just chilling. It's probably the last game I'm gonna cast today, at least for now, because I gotta eat lunch. I'll probably be back if there's like a hype game or something, like EG or something like that. But I just want to watch my boys Leviathan here, see how they do. Analyze their gameplay against some NA nobodies. You know, Sammy Boy. Ooh. Okay. He's potentially in trouble there, but he gets out, no big deal. Scourge McDuck receiving the heals. And, I mean, this PL isn't doing too poorly top. He is just surviving in this lane, and he's kind of far off his timing for this defusal, but what is the XD? As Chives gets caught out top here, nighttime is used. Dusham's just gonna TP out. Lordcorn TP's out as well. Jenkins, where's your TP? Maybe it's too late. He's actually just gonna try to outrun it, but I don't know. Jenkins? Jenkins? Space? Okay.
Tower could use a little help.
All right. Space created. Honestly, if he just TP'd out immediately, you know, they go back to doing their own thing. He wanted to give them the illusion of hope, so Sandboy can hit the mid tower. He's done a ton of damage to the mid tower. Sketch Count is gonna show up, and he gets stunned. So no link there for him for too long. Bottom lane, VSJ is just continuing to accelerate his farm. Doom not having a fun time. Now comes out the open wounds and the rage. The nuke from the Undying as well. Mid tower does get finished off by Sammy Boy. And bottom tower also getting pressured. And what is this PL to do? He needs to hit his timing, but it's coming a little bit too slow. His Razor isn't doing enough. As, you know, net worth is even below Jenkins now at this point. He's gonna get the catcher onto low Karn. That is something. But in the meantime, New Sham is sitting mid, getting some levels as a double null talisman. And he's pretty happy on the Skywrath Mage, and low Karn is the 5 position, right? In theory, it's the 5 position. I'm not sure who's actually playing the 5 position. But either way, BSJ going to TP top now. He doesn't want to deal with the Doom threat. He knows it's up. He's going to play top. And Doom either goes top or stops pressuring bottom. But of course, is BJ going to go top alone? No, he's going to receive some backup from Sammy Boy. Jenkins is going to scout out. And they're just going to group 3 cores here in the top lane. They know that the Warlock is level 4. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No Warlock ult, so how are they going to defend this, even with the Doom? Jenkins, though, may be in trouble, though. He's a little bit too deep. He's going to fly over the tree line. When Slow comes out from the Warlock, he's just going to TP out, but the Doom is there with the Inferno Blade. Jenkins is dead. Okay. A little bit. Oh. Pull the Cronford there from Jenkins. BSJ going to go into Chives. He has the rage, going to rage off the net. Just back off. Weird 4v5 in this top lane. PL's like, I don't want none of this. I want to farm my Diffusal Blade. But then they're going to get a catch there onto Evident, but they couldn't finish him off. Now the net as well as the link onto Salmon Boy. He's going to get a lot of his damage stolen. The slow comes out. He gets a stun onto Sketch. Versatile really wishes he has his ultimate here, but he doesn't. Now Sketch has a ton of damage, but no follow-up stun, so he can't kill anyone. And Naka doesn't have sleep either, so she's in a lot of trouble here. Getting chased by these zombies. The slow comes out, and they're just going to chase him down. And in position here to defend the mid tower from Scoosh McDuck, as well as BSJ continues farming his Radiance in this top lane. And he's going to have it around 15 to 16 minutes. They're looking to contest him, though. Sketch comes in with the link, and BSJ just going to TP out. constantly avoiding the fights. However, Doom is in position. And PL. Now, BSJ needs assistance. He's calling for it right now. He's like, guys, I cannot be down here. Guys. Guys. Guys, team! Team! Deny me. Get denied. Jank TP's in. They do get the kill there onto the Doom, but that's definitely worth it there for just a squad. And Locard gonna come in there. And Song of the Siren comes out. He gets a big nuke onto Mr. Scourge McDuck. There's a DD Dragon wanting to fight, but they're not gonna get one. As the Song will allow them to disengage. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. They kill BSJ. They suspended their Doom. It's worth it. PL back to farming in the mid lane. Razor pressuring top, going to get a tower there. Warlock catching up in experience as well. Not farmed though. He doesn't have boots yet. Feels bad, man. We are gonna get the 15-minute runes in this top lane as well, and it's not the best TP there from BSJ, but he's gonna blame someone else for that. Just be like, I need you there, guys, team. I need you there now, right now, not in 2 seconds. That's probably what he said, which you can't argue. If he had his whole team there, that was a solid fight. Unfortunately, they just weren't quite prepared. Now he's going to show top against the Razor. And this is a little bit of a problem for Lifesteal in this game, is that he has like 2 or 3 heroes he just doesn't want to play against. He can play against Doom, but not when Doom is up. He can play against PL, but not when PL is like kind of farmed. He's not quite there yet, but once he has like Diffusal and some items, it's just annoying. It's like he has to rage, otherwise he gets a mana burn, or you know, something. And Razor is rough. Speaking of Razor though, he's alone. He is dead. And that death on BSJ actually slowed down his radiance probably by like, let's say a minute or so. 2 minutes. He will have his relic soon. It is daytime. There's a regen rune here for somebody to take. And Lusham is going to take it. Pops a concussive shot there. They have the Spirit Vessel complete for Jenkins. And meanwhile, Doom is gonna go for a something. There's a bunch of armor, value armor, value cloak, but he doesn't really have a real item yet. He's probably gonna go for the Crimson Guard first. Not bad. Mid tower, getting pressured here by Scourge McDuck. They do have the Warlock Golem, not enough mana, but he has a stick. He won't be able to cast that many spells though. Jenkins gonna TP in bottom. They're looking to kill onto Evadin. Pop the Spirit Vessel onto them, but he's pretty fast. He has the hook coming in as well. And now Sammy Boy follows up with the stun, but they drop the rock onto 3. Evidence still running, but he will lose the Scorch Earth. He gets to Doom there onto Jenkins, and Jenkins has to run away. Now BSJ comes in, and he should clean up this fight. They get the stun on the Naga, no song for her. Meanwhile, mid tower does go down to Scourge McDuck, and Jenkins dies as well as he ran back in for some reason. Sammy Boy though getting a lot of damage done to him as PL will finish him off. Now BSJ is completely out of mana. He's potentially in a lot of trouble. They can actually get him with the Infernal Blade. Evident running forward. Slow only hits onto Sketch there. BSJ in a lot of trouble. And now that was actually pretty bad fight for Leviathan there. Started off kind of okay, but they couldn't finish off Evident. Value! He actually buys the pipe first. I mean, this build definitely allowed him to live there. And did he have the toughness aura the whole time as well? Holy. They thought they could kill him. And they were proven wrong. What a hero. Okay, do I have my bind still? Does it work here? That doesn't work. GG. Versatile. Double damage. 4 observer wards. 4 observer wards. As they're pushing the bottom lane here. Evident. Leading the charge with his 15 armor.
Tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
But Leviathan looking to fight this. There's still no Radiance for BSJ. They don't want to give this tower for free. It is daytime. Jenkins has TP. Night in a minute or 30 seconds with the darkness.
Not so
And
fast.
I'm not sure what they're doing here. This is a 3v5, 3v4. With a DD rune PL. I'm surprised Evident is just not running in and going crazy. I feel like he is running and going crazy right now. Who cares, Warlock? Who cares, Warlock? Baby, run in, go crazy. They got Song. Alright, they're pussies. Concussive shot. I'm gonna connect there. Meanwhile, hello, Warlock. What are you doing up here? What are you doing up there? And now Doom gets used onto the Dragonite. They actually went in now. But it was Leviathan who went in for some reason. And this is classic NA Dota. I don't know how any of these decisions make sense. As Lowcard gonna get chased down now. Silence used onto the Doom, so no follow-up Infernal Blade. They're not gonna go for it. That is just a support, my boys. And BSJ will complete his Radiance during this whole time. So space created. Technically.
Top tower, you know the drill.
If just a squad beats Leviathan, it's gonna be pretty funny. Versatile looks like he's dead again. Jenkins with the plays. He got so much gold off those kills, by the way. And okay, Sky gets picked off bottom here, casually as well. Jenkins got so much gold off those kills. He's almost caught up to the Doom now. Speaking of the Doom, he's here and wants to set up. Sammy boy. Sammy boy. Initiate the stun onto Sketch, but he has a BKB. He's gonna use it. No Song and Siren gonna be used. They're gonna focus down the Tombstone, and everyone's gonna TP out. Doom doesn't have a TP, but oh, you're in trouble. Can Jenkins catch up to him? I don't think so. Top lane needs to be pushed out. Someone's gotta do that. Scourge McDuck. Ready to fight yet? Nope, not quite. And Doom could not get out. And he's gonna get taken out. BSJ has his Radiance now. He is online. Gonna buy the medallion probably afterwards. Really needs that evasion. And the Crimson Guard is also big game changer as well against the PL. Pretty much will nullify him during these fights until he gets a nullifier, something to purge that, and some form of, to go through evasion as well. It just doesn't feel like a good PL game the way that these heroes can itemize to counter him. And they will get the rock drop here onto the two supports. They're gonna chase down New Sham and Nino on the back line. Versatile gets taken out by VSJ. Jenkins catches out the real PL. PL's in trouble. They get the burst damage as well. He will get a doppelganger. The Spirit Vessel barely gets the Spirit Vessel onto him again. Jenkins chasing him down. Scourge McDuck gonna die here. Doom gets used onto the Dragonite. They're gonna take out Lowcar, and Dragonite in trouble as well. Spirit Vessel used onto a Vaden. Can they slow him down and get the deny? Deny. Jenkins with the plays. Andrew Jenkins. Hello, friends. And he cuts the Creep Wave as well here, and he has completed his Crimson Guard. Doom wasted. PL dead. BSJ farming. And he's gonna go for the Manta. Okay, that's not bad as well. It will allow him to get out of the net. I think that's a bigger deal than, you know, surviving against the PL. With the Crimson Guard, that's enough. Doesn't need the armor quite yet. Can just build into the AC later on. Jenkins scouting out with his Invis rune. And this Razor is still at the top net worth, but I'm just not feeling that much of an impact from him. I mean, he's 6'1", but
Dyer's top tower, you know the drill.
He's not
tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
It doesn't feel like a threat. Like, is this Razor gonna win the game? No, it feels like the PL should win the game. We'll see as he gets the link here onto Sammy Boy. He's owning as Jenkins dives mid. Sketch has a bunch of damage, but now he doesn't have BKB. He's gonna get stunned up. He's dead. Chives had the song, he just didn't use it. And he's gonna die too.
You know the drill.
Alright, questionable. I don't know what exactly happened there. I don't think anyone actually made a good play there. I think it was more so some bad plays were made. But, you know, wouldn't be NA without that, you know? Lol. A versatile gets caught out, placing wards. That's gonna get dewarded pretty much immediately. And we have a game. Scrooge McDuck almost has a Manta, and he's not in trouble here. Find the real PL. It has the Arcane Rune on him. Oh, Usham, cast spells, buddy, cast spells. Alright, he didn't cast spells. The Samurai Boy didn't stun the right PL, even though he had Arcane Rune fast enough, so he got his mana burn. So Scrooge McDuck will survive that gank, and BSJ will have his Manta now. But he's quite farmed. And with the Manta, yeah, you can also use that to split push with the Radiance. And he will eclipse the Razor as the top net worth in the game now. After that Razor death, and Razor gonna go for the Hurricane Pike. Pretty solid pickup. And I guess the Razor, maybe he gets maxed out, he can carry this. He's actually pretty annoying for both DK as well as Lifestealer. So I wouldn't say that he's not
Radiant's mid
going to be able to win this game for his team, but no, it doesn't feel like on the way to do that. But we have to fight for it. Guys, and Naga gonna get focused down, and she's gonna go down without casting a spell. And this fight though is still looking good for just the squad because of this Razor. He's able to get so much damage in the fight, and they didn't really itemize around him. And other than his Force Staff on the Undying, he got pretty much picked off immediately. And what the BSJ solo kill? Well, okay, hold on. We gotta watch what happened there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So BSJ's TP was cancelled. Dies. Interesting. Wait, who bought back? Skywrath bought back. They defended their mid tower, and it is now daytime again. BSJ a little bit out of control. He's gonna go for the Lincoln Sphere now. Make sure he doesn't get doomed or linked. And actually like this itemization. BSJ. What a player. With Lincoln's, he's not gonna have to worry too much. Because after, like, let's say they pop his Lincolns, you can Manta. It's gonna confuse them. And just run away. Manta Rage, run away. Manta Rage, run away. This is fast. And Jenkins gonna get caught out here, but no stunts. After the net, and BSJ gonna come in, raged up, forces the BKB out of the Razor. They see the Dragon Knight here under the Sentry. They might want to go for him, and they will. And get all the mana burn. He's actually going to get focused down. This is not looking to be a good fight for Leviathan, but actually DK still survives. He does have buyback. BSJ finishes off the Warlock, but now he's completely out of mana. Sketch is still manning up in the fight, doesn't have the BKB, and he's falling quite low now because of the Spirit Vessel. Buyback comes out from the DK, but he doesn't have TP coming in. Evident gonna get focused down, and he will not fall. He's gonna survive. They get out with the Naga and the Razor as well. Jenkins look at the chase, but now Dragon Knight just bought back for pretty much no reason. It's gonna set him back. For some reason he had BKB there, he didn't buy it. Now he can buy it. Look at how much gold he has. What is going on? Now he's gonna buy Blink. What is going on indeed? Scourge McDuck is now close to a heart, which doesn't really do that much, honestly. We'll have to disengage and re-engage to heal, but it doesn't really help him survive against a Lifestealer that much. Speaking of surviving, he gets caught out here by Jenkins, but he's going to be able to back it off. Now they catch out the Razor, he pops the BKB, gonna get the link onto VSJ. He does get force staffed out from the Skyrim. He does actually have also a force staff. What? Doom gets used here onto the Dragon Knight. He go down again. Slow from the Warlock. Keeping everyone in place. Jenkins completely out of mana. And it looks like they're just slowly getting ticked down. Minus VSJ. Evident. Oh, turns around. Gets the rock stun onto VSJ. Now he's out of mana. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down. Disaster. Jenkins goes in. What the heck? The Centaur just stunned everyone. Now Evident gonna go down. Jenkins out of mana. He tries the magic stick, but he doesn't have the sticks. So he's dead. Yeah, just chasing everyone down. Whoa. Jenkins, get to the shrine. Cannot get to the shrine in time. Triple kill for Scourge McDuck. What just happened? Now he has a heart completed.
That was questionable at the best.
Interesting fight, I gotta say.
Radiant's
Really fought in this low ground, and Warlock just stood right here. Let me draw this out for you guys. Warlock stood right here, and he went and channeled his demon slows, and everyone could not move. And they all got their mana burn, and they all died. And that's what happened there. Anyway, Butterfly next for the Phantom Lancer, as we have Mokarn here with the Buckler. We buckle him, push back, double push back, no triple push back. Sammy Boy gonna die again. Sketch coming in with the PKB, he's doing it. BSJ trying to focus down Chives, he's gonna get Manta or illusion dodged, but he still go down to Jenkins. Now Versatile getting chased down. Oh, it's so sad. But meanwhile, they're losing everyone else. PL falling low. He's so low, but there comes the Crimson Guard. Jumps away to the Crete Wave. BSJ cannot pursue, and they will get out on their 3 cores. Only supports die. They lose Sammy Boy again. And Sketch now almost has a Shiva's Guard. What's he building Shiva's Guard? What's going on? Shouldn't he build AC? Or whatever. He also has the Hurricane Pike complete, by the way. And we have Mr. Scourge McDuck once again owning that fight, gets out alive, and he has 3,000 gold. Once he gets the Butterfly, you know, BSJ not gonna have that MKB for any time soon. We have this Infest Bomb as Jenkins gets caught out. We get the initiation onto Sketch. Could be huge, but he gets the BKB off. Saved by the Crimson Guard. Gets the link there onto Jenkins. Warlock Golem is dropped. Jenkins in trouble. Gets netted up. He should go down here. It's taken quite a while. He's really tanky. What the Fatal Bonds and the Golem will actually just kill Sammy Boy. Roshan, they go, my boys. Remember when I said that I think no chance for just a squad to win this? I was just pretending. Because, you know, I've never underestimated Leviathan's ability to throw the game. Or not even, were they even that ahead to throw? That's the question. I'm not quite sure. Because normally you look at, okay, I'm going to say they threw the game. Because normally you look at a DK, I see DK, I see him fight a PL, and I see him destroy. But in this game, he's just feeding every single fight. I mean, regardless, he is getting doomed a lot. And he also didn't buy his VKB. He also bought back for no reason. And then bought a Blink after buying back because BSJ probably told him that they needed to Blink stun. But regardless of all of that, now they have Aegis on the PL. Soon Butterfly. And this is actually looking pretty grim, unless Sammy Boy suddenly increases his net worth by 5,000. By 5,000 or more, maybe like 10,000. Maybe they can win this game. If someone can go to Sammy Boy's hero and, you know, turn on cheats and type in gold 10,000. Maybe they can win this game. This is a little bit rough here. I don't know what this Dragon Knight actually does. In every fight, he'll just get linked, pretty much. And then he's gonna do no damage, and he's also not gonna be able to run out of the fight because he doesn't have BKB, and he's gonna die. Which is quite unfortunate compared to the Razor that just kind of gets gone on and pops BKB, gets Crimson Guarded, and has Force Staff. He'll be fine. Now PL with the Butterfly and level 25, I think he's just gonna win the game. Mr. Scourge McDuck is gonna do it. He's gonna win. Jenkins is hiding in the trees, has no Spirit Vessel charges left, gonna be rolling BKB. The mana burn is actually such a big deal because these fights are so prolonged that everyone's just getting their mana burn. So even if PL isn't really doing significant damage, he's just mana burning everyone, and eventually they die. He just pokes them all down. Because he doesn't care. Like, yo, Crimson Guard for what? You survive for longer, but I'll just mana burn you, and without mana, you can't fight. You can't fight me. He just slowly dwindles him down, and because the DK isn't strong enough, like, okay, normally what happens, right? Let's say normally what happens, if the DK actually had items, let's say he has a BKB Blink Maelstrom, instead of no BKB, just Blink Shadowblade, he mans up, and then PL can't continue chasing, because he just goes, I'm a big angry dragon, foof, 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 and he cleaves all the illusions, and he does a ton of damage, right? But in this case, Samurai Boy is just dying. And he also, if the Razor survives the fight, he cannot man up because the Razor will steal all of his damage. So, this is pretty much what's happening here. And Justice Squad looking to push down mid and bottom simultaneously here. They pop the Lincolns on VSJ, but he has the mana tap. Value the Lincolns there. They gotta waste so many abilities. And over here, we have Skyrath spam. He doesn't have Aghanim, so that's why you saw the double concussive there. Scourge McDuck looking to work down this tier 3. Are they gonna go for the deny? Deny, 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 deny. They're gonna make them work for it. Come on, deny it. They get the stun there onto the real PL actually, but yeah, no problem here. It's Crimson Guarded. He racks them maybe. What's going on? They get the Doom onto VSJ, they net him as well. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Warlock Rock. Oh, they will lose Scourge McDuck. They force that VSJ out. Now Evident is still in trouble. Silence up. Yushan though, really out of mana. Scourge McDuck annihilates him. And now they get the net there onto the Undying. He's gonna get taken out as well. Oh, Samurai Boy is next. Look at the damage output. Illusions running around the tower. He's gonna go down. He does have buyback. Versatile will get taken out by Jenkins. Racks to fall. Sketch doesn't have the BKB, so he doesn't really want to man up. Chai's gonna get taken out. Scourge McDuck doesn't have Aegis. This is a throw. Evident gonna get taken out now. Jenkins once more. He gets a stun onto Scourge McDuck. He will jump the wait. Wow. 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 What the? How did he even do that? Was that even intentional? That's no way that's intentional. How? How do you use the doppelganger so your illusions go to the high ground, but your hero stays bottom? Normally that's like, normally that kills you, right? Normally that kills you. Because you don't actually leap over. But they actually had heroes to go over the high ground, so they went over the high ground and he was on the low ground. Oh my god. Luck or skill?
Dyer's mid tower won't last.
Well, that was huge actually. That means he doesn't die there. He doesn't have to buy back or anything. They're gonna get a tier 2, but that's pretty much it.
The Dyer couldn't hang on to that mid tower.
Big deal there was BSJ also didn't die, as he got Force Staff saved by his team. Now he has a Shiva's Guard, another way to deal with this PL. I haven't clicked him in a while, but he actually got a lot of farm. And he's gonna go for the Mjolnir as well. We have the Doom. I saw him build up an Ags. Okay, he's not building Ags anymore. I feel like he should build BKB be, but is that even necessary? I don't know. Actually went for the Devour Ancients Town, so he has Fireball. Sweet value. Still 10k advantage here for just the squad. They're doing pretty well for themselves, and either way, Evadin. What is he actually gonna build Hex? I mean, I'm actually quite impressed by Evidence play this game. Jenkins has also been doing pretty well. The biggest letdown is Sammy Boy, honestly. And maybe this Warlock. This Warlock has some questionable plays, but he's just a Warlock, you know, who cares? He's dropping his rocks at the right time, at least. Definitely died a little bit too many times. We have a smoke move here from Jazz, and they're looking for a kill, but who are they gonna find? There's no Doom with them, so it's a bit iffy. Nullifier, look at the courier. He's courier. Oh, Sammy Boy. Oh, Sammy Boy. Oh my god, the Warlock rock dropped onto 3. They get the Doom coming in here as well. He's gonna find the Skywrath mage. Sketch is in trouble. He's gonna force staff out. What is this? Kale, BSJ gonna go in, looking to focus down Sketch. Crimson Guard pop though. They can't catch him. He's too fast now. BSJ, no more rage. He's gonna get his Lincoln popped. And the Doom comes out. He gets purged up. BSJ's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have buyback. Mike, what the heck? Skywrath survived, but his whole team is dead. There's a Hex on my boy Evident. Jenkins is out here pushing the bottom lane, but that's probably a mid-rax. They're gonna go for the Shrine first. Skywrath pushing the mid wave, trying to cut the wave. Do some shenanigans. But, is this it? Comes a concussive shot. Pop. Gonna go work on the racks here. The racks fall. Duchamp getting focused down. Set it up. And they're focusing him hard, and he's gonna go down. Bye-bye. Scourge McDuck. Take the mid rack. Gonna take the bottom racks. Leviathan might just be one game down here, and NA qualifier is not looking good. Especially this is supposed to be the team that everyone beats. But maybe that is not the case. They're 2 racks down now. What just happened? They just lost the MKB and the Nullifier on the courier. I don't think it matters. BSJ is dead. This is Mega Creeps. We're just gonna go in. We're gonna go in and try to buy time. BSJ is gonna spawn in 5 seconds. Volcarn though taking a ton of damage even with the Crimson Guard. And now Sammy Boy getting hexed up. He's focused as well. BKB comes out from Sketch. He's just draining all of his damage. BSJ is here. Sketch gets pushed out. Now the Warlock Golem drops. Doesn't hit BSJ though. Sketch in trouble, but he's actually too fast. He's actually just gonna be able to run out the song used. And it's gonna lock them in place. Jenkins blinks forward. Still can't finish off Sketch. He's so fast. Now he's gonna get healed up by the Spirit Vessel. They don't get the Mega Creeps. Or will they get the Mega Creeps? The double catapult and the Golem. No. Jenkins silence the catapult. Oh my god. Alright, that was a close one. PL goes right into Roshan. Now imagine they had an MKB there and a Nullifier. Imagine they had MKB and a Nullifier. Instead, I don't know how the courier died, but I'm pretty sure it like died to creeps or something. Because no one was even outside the base. How did it die? That's a true question. Scourge McDuck. Wait, this is in addition to an MKB, right? Like, that was his MKB. So he has a Nullifier almost in addition to an MKB. Where is he going to hold his items? They didn't go finish off Roche, by the way. He was like, hold on a second. If I kill Roche, I don't even have a spot for the Aegis. What's the point? So they just stop it. They wait for everyone to spawn. VSJ buys out for this Mjolnir. They're 2 racks down, 18k gold behind. Sammy Boy finally has his BKB. Holy shit. Maybe that's the win condition. They have BKB on Dragonite now. There's a DD rune bottom. Too bad they don't have vision of it. If they get that on the PL, I think this might just be over. There's an Invis rune on Naga here. They actually will go score for Roshan. They'll probably give the Aegis to Sketch and drop the drums. But I know that Leviathan will probably try to contest this. They can't just give Roshan away. Sketch gets gone on, but just pops BKB. He's too fast for BSJ to actually kill. And look at the PL's damage output. BKB on Sammy Boy will really do nothing. The Warlock Golem is like super late. And they will actually just chase down Sammy Boy. They do on him. I don't know if that would be necessary. And what the heck? Double Mystic Flare almost hits onto Aven. Just narrowly avoids it there. They're gonna lose the Warlock. That's just gonna summon another Golem. Trap's gonna fall as well. But the PL is just in here doing so much damage. The Spirit Vessel. 180 finish off Sketch here, but BSJ is already dead without buyback. This is GG. They're gonna call it. And Skywrath comes in, but Jazz knocks down Leviathan in a best of 1. That's gonna feel bad if you're a BSJ fan, but they did it.
That was questionable.
The NA,
at the
no
best.
one's did it. They beat BSJ. They beat Leviathan, and they probably got dumpstered by the Baidus, but I mean, that was quite a game. Gotta admit, that was quite a game, and pretty good performance. I gotta say, it was not without a lot of mistakes from Leviathan. Like, Sammy Boy, that's a rough game. If he just had any semblance of a good game, this game is completely different. Completely different. Because just a squad, they can't just kill everyone. But this PL, opposite of this Dragonite. He had an amazing game. Sketch did what he needed to do. He was just Razor. He was annoying. It's difficult to kill because they have this Undying and Sky support duo with no real lockdown. That's why Sammy Boy went the Blink, but it was too late. He should have either not go for the Shadow Blade and just go for Blink first, so they can set up Sky pickoffs onto people, such as the PL, before he gets online. But I mean, they just like dilly-dallied around, didn't really make efficient moves, and well, you know, PL was just farming. You know, they're killing Warlock here and there, but that didn't really matter too much at the end of the day. And I think the biggest turnaround of this game is when they went on Eviden there, and he didn't die, and then they lost everyone afterwards. That was huge. By the way, it's gonna be the last game for me to cast today. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. So peace out. Thanks for watching, and see you later, everyone. Probably maybe cast later on with EG and stuff like that, but I'm gonna go eat now.